testimonials. So we're going to be talking ketosis in 30 minutes, keto in 30 minutes, but we're also bringing on I have two amazing young ladies that are going to be sharing their stories, their passion, and one's dropped how much now? 100, how many pounds?
Are you talking to me?
Yes, Shannon.
143.
143 pounds down, part of that strict keto diet, part of that drinking therapeutic ketone, keto nat, and this is going to be exciting. You're going to hear from Shannon. We also have a firefighter. I'm wearing the shirt. You can't see it. I got the shirt on here representing Fresno Fire Department representing right now. Hey, Shannon, Joel, if you guys can mute out one while I'm talking, that'd be super awesome. Thank you. I also got the hat on, which I just fell in love with. So I'm super, super excited about tonight because it's about ketosis in 30 minutes, but we're also going to talk about transformations. We're going to talk about the stories. We're going to talk about the people that have gone through it, right? I have this unique story, which you're going to hear a little bit about, but we all have relatability to different types of people. And I want to just really dive into this because these two young ladies that are going to be speaking tonight, I'm also trying to recruit my wife to come upstairs and tell her story. You're going to hear about it because maybe you're sitting at home right now. Maybe you're sitting there thinking, this is me. I was there and I want what they have. And you have to hear it from somebody other than just me saying that it's going to work. You have to hear it from somebody that's gone through it, right? So we're going to be talking to them in just a few minutes. I'm super excited. We have one more gentleman in his 70s, hopefully going to hop on. We're working him through the new system that I'm working on. And I can't wait. But we're going to start out with ketosis in 30 minutes. Why are we even having this conversation? Why is this even a topic, right? Right now, maybe really quick in the chat box, if you don't mind, do me a favor. When did you know what? Have you heard the word keto? First off, just put yes or no if you've heard the word keto. Second thing I want you to do is how long ago, if you've heard about the word keto, how long ago did you hear about it? Like, was it last week, last year, 5 years, 15 years, 20 years? If you're 100, did you hear about 100 years ago? It's been around that long, at least getting to ketosis. Keto has been around, ketosis and ketone has been around all of our existence, y'all. So I'm just super excited about this. But why are we having this conversation? Well, basically, it's a breakthrough in science, a breakthrough in technology. You know, every 20, 30 years, there's a breakthrough that changes everything, right? There's every 20 or 30 years, there's a breakthrough that changed everything. Right now, social media was a breakthrough that changed everything, right? The internet was a breakthrough that changed everything. The protein shake back in the late 60s, early 70s was an invention that changed everything in the nutritional space. Creatine changed everything in supplementing from a fitness perspective in the 90s. Well, now we have ketones. The original research was backed by the top scientists in the global world. This is state-of-the-art research. It's really amazing, backed by, like I said, the top scientists, thought leaders in human optimization and human performance, and the Department of Defense. NASA's looking into the same technology. It's pretty remarkable stuff. And now it's mainstream. Now people get to, what's up, Chris? Chris couldn't make it on this one. We'll get you next time, Chris. And so now we're bringing it to people's lives. So over the last 5.5 years, the word keto is now like one of the number one search terms in health and wellness in the entire world. And that's all because of this company called Prove It that brought it to the world. How cool is that? I don't have my swag on right now because I'm representing the fire department out of Fresno, but I do have a product. I actually don't have any swag right in front of me because I'm wearing this. Normally I have a keto attire on. But this amazing product. So somebody's either referred you to my pages, somebody's referred you to Zoom, somebody's invited you to learn more about what this is, or you've been following me for a long time and you're just interested in keto and what it is and why it works. So let me break it down really quickly. And then I have a special guest. My wife here, she might be a special guest too. We have Shannon, we have Joella, my wife, are all going to share their testimonials here in just a minute. So stay tuned. You need to hear this. We have over 100 pounds of fat loss. We have United States Marine who is grumpy and just frustrated all the time. We have a firefighter out of Fresno, an amazing young lady that I got to meet last night who gave me this attire that we're going to hear her amazing story. So, but let's get simple here. What are ketones? Ketones are an energy source that your body needs. It's its fuel. If you want to be optimal, here really quick, is anybody watching this right now? Is there somewhere in your life you want better? Is there something that you want better? Do you want better body physique? Do you want better energy? Do you want better focus, mental clarity, better mood? Are you wanting financially to have a better life? You want to travel better? You want to move better? You want to wake up more rested and feel better? If there's something better in your life, put it down. even if you're drinking our product, you're probably looking for something to get better, right? I would imagine. We are constantly looking for better. We want to move our family to a better home, right? For our fitting and our style. We want to travel better. We want to have more freedoms in our travel. We're always looking for better. April and I are going to go through a transformation. We want to get more fit than we've been in the last few years, right? We're always looking for better, okay? So ketones help your body optimize. So if you're wanting to optimize your life to better, you have to elevate your ketones. You elevate your ketones, you elevate your life. And to me, this is important. So what are ketones in? They're an energy source your body needs. Our body's very used to having them, and your body wants them. The challenge is it's really hard to do a diet forever. The ketogenic or low carb diet is extremely hard. We're going to hear from Shannon, who's done that. And she lost 80 pounds doing it that way. But then there was something missing. There was something more that she was looking for. And KetoNat has made that big shift for her. And she's going to share that with you all in just a few minutes. And so ketones are vital for energy, mental clarity, focus in the brain, fat loss, fat metabolism, performance, and sleep. These are the things that helps you get better at, which makes you healthier so that you can live better. So when you get this product, we have multiple different flavors. You drink it down in 30 minutes. I like it on ice and water. And what I recommend is, I'm still a coach, been coaching for 20 plus years. And I recommend eat when you're hungry, stop when you're full, and make the best decisions. Doesn't mean you're going to be perfect on any kind of diet. Make the best decisions you can and don't quit, right, Shannon? You got to keep going. It's going to be complicated. There's going to be times where it's going to be hard, and you got to keep moving forward in this, right? So eat when you're hungry, stop when you're full, and start making cleaner, healthier decisions. If you want to drop a bunch of body fat, let's start becoming more carb appropriate. Let's start reducing those carbohydrates. It'll metabolize more fat for you, and you're going to get better results on the fat loss. But you still get the benefits of ketones and ketosis. So that is ketones. Ketosis in 30 minutes means you drink this, you'll have elevated ketone levels in 30 minutes. That's what it means. It doesn't mean that you can eat donuts and shrink in 30 minutes if you drink this product. That's what it doesn't mean. What it does mean is it gives you the benefits of being in ketosis in 30 minutes so that you can start to change your life, so that you can raise your hand and say, I'm going to make better in my life. I'm going to do more in my life so I can achieve more. Whatever achieve more looks better for you. So, but I'm going to shut my mouth. I'm going to bring on three amazing ladies. Shannon and Joella, do you mind if I let April share first? She's going to run downstairs with our kids here in a second. You cool with that? All right, cool. I'm going to introduce my wife really quick. This is my wife. My wife
Hi,
is
everybody.
April. Y'all say hi, April. She you know what? She loves the limelight. She loves the attention. There is a lot of screens.
There's a lot of screens going on here.
We have 5 screens across. So when I met April 12 years ago, she's amazing. She's got this full of life, looking for the greater future of her life. She's studying in law school, and we had this amazing child. We now have 3. And I want you to keep in mind, she's a United States Marine. She's a major in the United States Marine. She's also an attorney. So, you don't want to cross her. I'm just saying, you don't want to on her back. Meaning I'm never going to win an argument in my entire life. But you don't mind sharing, we had a 1-year-old at home. Your brother-in-law just moved in. We just started Prove It. And how did you feel before Prove It?
I was just like, it was like I woke up irritated, angry, frustrated. Like, it's like, it didn't matter like that. I loved my job. I had this, honestly, a great husband, a little annoying sometimes, but most of the time pretty great. And it was, everything should have been like coming up roses, but that's not how I felt. I was frustrated. I was irritated. I was snapping at him. I wasn't parenting the way I wanted to. My brother, as Dustin said, lived with us. I, wasn't as nice to him. I was just in this place where I'm like, okay, like something's got to shift, but I didn't know how to shift it. That was the big thing for me. And I started drinking ketones for energy, to be honest, because new baby at home, working full time. I still had to perform at work. I worked long hours. And so I was breastfeeding. I didn't want to drink a lot of coffee. So I wanted energy. That's why I started drinking it. And about 6 weeks in, I forgot to drink my ketones one day, and I had been noticing the energy and the focus. I was getting home from work earlier because I was more productive at work. So that was pretty awesome. But 6 weeks in, I forgot to drink my ketones, and all those feelings of frustration and irritation and like anger came back. And I was like, oh my God, there's been this whole other benefit that I didn't even realize, because it was like a slow transition of me being just happier. Like, and he didn't say anything. He noticed it, but he was a smart husband. He didn't say a dang thing. Right. And I was like, oh my God, there's this other thing that's been happening, this change within me that I wasn't even recognizing. Right. And except for when I had that stark contrast, and then I was able to kind of reflect and go, you know what? I've been waking up happy. I'm playing with my son. I'm just like in this of joy that I hadn't found in such a long time. And that was honestly, that's been the number one thing that I would say that ketones have given me, is finding joy in my life again, and that happiness instead of that frustration and irritation all the time. He's serious about this, like, but anyone out there that's married, you know, it's like happy wife, happy life, right? Like mama controls the roost. If mama ain't happy, no one's happy. And mama makes sure everyone else is miserable too, right? And I didn't want to be that way, but I didn't know how to break out of that. And so being able to be happy and joyful and dance with our kids and play and just enjoy the life that I had, that was such a big thing, is to enjoy the moments that I should have been enjoying, has been the biggest game changer for us.
Well, I got one more quick question for you before we transition to Shannon here, because the truth is that it impacted her brain in a different way, right? I didn't have that same challenge. I was less anxious. I was more calm, but I didn't have the same mood shift that April had. And so I was like, wow, ketones work differently for different people. That's pretty cool. Now she got the energy. She used it as a way to get her transformation and get her body back after pregnancy. She's going through another one right now. And how many pounds are you down?
I am down, let me see, 17 pounds.
Nice.
17 pounds since March 1st.
March 1st. All right. So about a month. No, 2 months. 2 months.
2 months.
8 weeks. So that's pretty awesome. And so here's the deal is what April was very passionate about this. And about 3 years after Prove It started, she was able to take a step back and now work from home and help raise our kids from home, which is pretty cool. Talk about how that's been for you to be able to spend more time with our kids because of the opportunity that we have.
Yeah. So like Dustin was saying, at the time I was a attorney in the Marine Corps. And so I worked long hours. And I remember having conversations all the time with my friends about when was the right time to start a family, right? Because you're just thinking, you know, I want to have a career. I want to have a family. I want to be a great mom. I want to have it all. And having those thoughts really young in life. And then when it came down to it, I had no control over when I was going to have kids, right? It happens when it happens. But finding that shift or that balance, the sliding scale that works for you. And I felt like I was really failing everybody. My son, I had 6 weeks of maternity leave. He was in daycare full time at 5.5 weeks. My second daughter, or my second baby was my daughter, 3 months, she was in daycare full time. My youngest, she is 1.5 and never has really been in daycare, to be honest. I have been home with her the entire time, and that's been a game changer for our family because, you know, the moments that you have where you're like, you feel bad because you have to take a kid to a doctor's appointment or they have a school function and you feel like you have to stay longer or work extra or like you're a bad worker because you're leaving for a family event. I don't have that stress anymore. If I want to go today, I mean, I know today's Sunday, but I'll do these in the middle of the week with my kids. We did a Mama Sunday today. And I just went out with my son, Alexander, and we went out he wanted pizzas. We went out to lunch. And then we went around and looked at a couple stores. He got to pick out a small toy. And then we went and got some ice cream. And it was just like, we just were able to take time for us. If I want to go and take my kids to the park in the middle of the week, if I want to go and plan a vacation to go skiing like the next day, which we did, I'm able to do that because I'm in control of my time. So I'm no longer feeling pulled because I have to choose between my family and my work. I'm able to work my work schedule around my family schedule. And that's a big difference. I'm no longer working my family life around my work schedule. I get to literally do whatever I want with my family and I still get to work and have a career, which is pretty amazing.
Awesome.
And I get it from home.
Well, thank you so much. It's been a great journey and we're just getting started. So
have a good night, y'all.
All right. I got another testimonial in. I guess she's a big talker too, just so you all know, but I want to bring on another testimonial and I can just tell you that our relationship has improved exponentially. So right now, if you feel better, if you're sleeping better, you have energy, you have focus, your mood's more balanced, your relationships improve. It's the best gift that we've gotten in so many different ways. But I want to bring on another person. She's now has a really cool story. So who's tried the keto diet before drinking ketones or just to try the diet? Put down in your chat, have you tried the ketogenic diet? because Shannon dropped 80 pounds on the ketogenic diet, and now she's down even more than that. Now she decided that at some point, and I'm going to ask her this question, that she needed to start drinking ketones. So the diet was successful for her. She was able to get to a certain point, but she wasn't able to get to where she wanted to go. So Shannon, thanks for coming on this new platform. I appreciate it. So talk to me. Why did you start the ketogenic diet first place?
So maybe like 2 years ago, I was diagnosed with severe PTSD, and he had to retire early from the sheriff's department. And that was me. It was very hard lives. I kind of felt like the only thing we had control of at the time was what I was eating. So when I started my diet and I looked into keto, I started keto, and I'm kind of that all girl. So keto was good for me because I can't just, not that girl that can have one cookie, you know? You give me one cookie, I want 5 cookies. So
I'm with you there.
So keto worked very good for me because because I know if I eat certain things, then I'm no longer in ketosis, and then I'm not going to lose weight properly. So fast track a little bit, we left California, we moved to Oregon, and with my husband's mom while our house was being built, which is when I started ketones. And then I'm not 100% time, but 6 months to a year in living with her, her house burnt down and we lost our community in a fire. And so I think I know that ketones kept me level, helped me to help my children through this fire, helped me to help my husband through this fire, because it was devastating it was devastating for all of us. It was horrible, but I didn't eat. I didn't normally, you lose your house in your community. I would eat. That's what I used to do. So I feel like for myself, the biggest things that ketones have done, definitely fat loss, and lots of energy. But for me, it helped my mood so very much. And it helped me feel like I could, honestly,
Let me ask you a quick question. So you initially dropped that 80 pounds. Obviously, what's interesting, if you can relate to Shannon, that life can happen, right? And it can happen to different people at different times in all capacities. When I'm a trainer, I know the body really well. I mean, you have 3 kids, international business, you move 3 times. It's hard. That's even hard to keep things on. And then you add in fires and family dynamics and everything else. It gets really tough. So you dropped your first 80 pounds on the ketogenic diet during this time of challenge. Why even consider drinking ketones? Why would you go to the keto side? Why drink keto now? Like, you could do the diet, right? Why did you start keto now?
I was stalled. I was a bit stalled, and I was still eating this. I did when I dropped weight, but I wasn't really losing any more weight. I was very frustrated because I was eating everything I was supposed to be. I was tracking my carbs and doing everything I was supposed to do, but no more weight was coming off. And so Summer, a friend of mine, who when we lived on the mountain, had been sharing it, and I was like, you know what? I think I'm going to try that. I'm going to give that a shot. I honestly didn't think it would work, but it was life-changing. It was life-changing for me, and my whole family takes ketones now. So
let me just catch up. So Shannon dropped 80 pounds on the ketogenic diet. She plateaued. She got stuck. She was doing everything the same way. And so let me ask you out there, have you ever tried to commit to something and it's like eventually your body just kind of halts and stalls, and then you get these frustrations and it's like you want to just almost give up. I'm just going to go back to what I'm doing. It's not going to work anyway. So you start drinking keto nat. Now you dropped another 40 or 63 pounds after keto nat on top of
63.
And what other benefits? Now she broke her plateau down 143 pounds, which I want to give you a big shout out for that. That's more than my wife weighs. I mean, I just want to put that in perspective. You lost more than my wife weighs.
Right.
Like you carried that around day in, day out for a long time. Impressive.
I did.
To that, I just want to give you a big way to go. And I know it wasn't a fight over the night. It took time for your body to transition this. But what other benefits when you compare the ketogenic diet with doing the diet you're doing now, which I'm doing is still pretty keto, with drinking ketones? What benefit has been different when not just the plateau, but if you notice other benefits?
I was a huge sugar addict. Huge. Like sugar was probably 80% of my diet. And I don't crave sugar anymore. And that's so big for me because I can guarantee you at the size that I was at, I had to be pre-diabetic. There's really no way I couldn't have been. So not craving sugar for me is absolutely huge because I don't eat it anymore. And I used to drink at least a 6-pack of real Pepsi a day. I was a huge soda addict. That's what I ate. I ate sugar all the time. That was my thing. So I don't have things, and my appetite. I eat myself eat because I really don't have a whole lot of an appetite.
That's awesome. Well, thank you so much. I mean, you have such an amazing story because we get this question a lot. Well, why do I have to drink product if I can just do the diet? Well, the diet's hard. It's like, why do I have to take an airplane to Hawaii when I can just swim? Right? Like,
right. Yeah.
Who wants to swim to Hawaii when you can take an airplane? It's way more enjoyable. Once you get there, you can have more fun. And to me, I was doing the diet for a long time. I didn't want to. I wanted the results without having to be perfect and extreme all the time. And Shannon, I'm glad you committed to that. I'm super glad that you reached out to Summer because, things are better. And I do have one more story. So thanks for sharing. If you don't mind,
you're very welcome.
I appreciate it. I have one more amazing story. I got to meet this young lady last night. And I drove to Fresno. Now, I didn't know how far Fresno was from Santa Rosa. So it was like 5 hours one way, 5 hours back. But we had a lot of fun, not only on the way down and the way back. I got this amazing shirt. It's a firefighter, Fresno firefighter shirt. I got this amazing hat. I got a sweater. And I got to meet some extraordinary people. One of the young ladies I got to meet is Joella. And she's got energy. And it was funny when she told her story. I'm like, you're full of it. That's not even you. Like, because I only know her since drinking ketones. I don't know her before then. And so, you want to say hi? My kids keep coming up here. They never come up during my lives. And they just, well, not this many. And so I would love for you to come on mute, Joella, and basically tell people, what do you do for a career? What do you do for a career? First off, because I think it's really cool.
I've been a firefighter with the city of Fresno for 25 years, and I've been a captain for almost 12. So,
well, you're a firefighter. You have, I know you said 5 years left before you get to do your transition.
Yeah, I'm trying to retire in 5 years, but I have a goal. If I hit my goal this year, I will retire in 1. So I was told I got to quit using the word if. So when I reach the goal at the end of the year, I'd really like to. So we had a little scare this past week, one that I hope nobody ever has to experience, and it really puts things in perspective. So I'm very grateful to be here.
My whole family joined me for this testimonial. So this is pretty fun. My little Charlotte. Can you say hi, Charlotte? Can you say hi, Sophia?
Hi.
All right, I'm gonna be really quiet so I can keep doing the live. Okay. Okay. All righty. So this is the first. So here's the deal, Joella. Why did you start drinking ketones? Why did you even give it a try? I know you met a friend of mine out of Australia. Her name is Chanel. And why did you give this a try?
Well, originally back in January, as we were all recovering from COVID, I was also recovering from a significant back injury and wrist surgery all in one. So it was a great year, but I'm grateful. But I was also going through perimenopause. So dealing with all of that, I'm like, I can handle pretty much anything, which I truly feel I can. Well, then I started getting migraine headaches. And if anybody's got have ever had a migraine headache, we know how miserable they are, and they take us out for the day. I was getting them literally every day, and this was something that I couldn't function. So I'm also part of Street Parking, which is kind of a CrossFit community, and a sub-community is a menopause site. So I'm like, I'm so desperate. I'm not a person to ask for help, especially in this kind of forum, but I reached out and I put on there, what is everybody doing for the headaches? And popped Chanel. She's like, hey, have you tried ketones? And in my head, very cynical, of course I am. I said, what the hell is a ketone? No, I haven't tried them, but what are they? Tell me. If they're going to help me, then tell me all about them. So she gave me some information. I ordered the sample, didn't know what I was doing. I just ordered them, got them in the mail, and I started just like, I didn't even read the instructions. I didn't ask Chanel. I was like, don't sell me anything. I know this is a ploy. Just don't. I don't want to have anything you have to say. Downed it. I'm like, okay, well, let's see what this stuff is not going to do, right? It's been 3 months. I haven't had a headache since. So, but the beautiful thing is this. I didn't realize how sick I was. Every time this part gets me. But, you know, I really started noticing significant changes at work. I identify with your wife. Oh, my God, with the ups and downs and the chaos going on in your brain and the depression and the anxiety and the stress and everything that it brings on. And when I started noticing these things at work, you know, people were telling me, Joella, Cap, I've worked with you for 2.5 years, almost 3 years at Station 8. You've never talked to me as much as you have in the past 4 hours. I'm worn out. You know, going on calls. One day I was looking out the window, and this was like the day after I did the 60-hour cleanse. This is all within like a week and a half. I'm sitting at the dining table at work, and we have schedules where, you know, some days we've got to clean windows. So I'm looking out the window across the table. I'm like, man, it must be window day, right? I'm still in my cynical phase. I haven't accepted all this great stuff is happening. And I get up and I look at the window, and I'm like, oh, these windows aren't clean. But I'm like, okay, I digested it. We ran a call, nothing out of the ordinary. I seem to be like really on point with the way I was communicating with the citizens, with my crews and everything. I get back, I'm like, oh, well, that's interesting. I must just be having a good day. These things kept happening throughout the shift, and it like light bulb moment, because Chanel kept coming back to me and asking me the questions. Has this happened? Has this happened? I'm like, dang, lady, no, they haven't happened. Like, leave me alone, right? Well, in the middle of the shift, I go running to my phone and I send her a message. I'm like, are these things possible? And I listed out everything. The brain, the clarity, the loss of brain fog, like all of these things. She's like, oh my God, yes, Joella, this is what I've been trying to ask you. I'm like, well, stand by, because I think it's happening. Fast forward, you know, things have just, when I talk about I didn't realize how sick I was, I really talk about, I've attempted suicide twice. And a lot of it was because of things that have happened through my employment. And I have struggled with depression since high school. And I'm not saying this is a cure-all, but there's absolutely no arguing what I have experienced in the past 3 months. I wake up better. My brain, like, it has always felt like this. I feel like this. Like, I feel like I can breathe. My father is always commenting on my smile and the sparkle in my eyes. People at work have really been like, really, I can't shut up. They're like, Joelle, you never talk. Like, we don't even like being around you, because I never knew where I was going to be. And I feel so just like that. I mean, I just feel steady 9 out of 10. And then I accidentally lost 12 pounds. I don't know how that happened. I didn't change my diet. I work out less, but my body has definitely changed. So I have been experiencing everything, and it's like more and more and more. The longer I'm on it, I'm like, this stuff, I can't. So I put my dad on it. He's got stage 4 cancer.
Hey, you can't talk about that stuff. Come on.
Sorry. I take it back.
You can't talk about, I don't know, I probably cut it off. So, okay. So really quick, your story is absolutely remarkable and amazing. And here's the point I want to make with Joella. When you meet her, you're like, why would she even need the product? Like, I only know her now after. Right? I didn't know a lot. I didn't know her history of where she was at. But I would imagine if you would have met her even before she started, she probably put on a pretty good face, if that makes sense. She probably did pretty well. And you would meet her and you'd be like, why would she need the product? Because you have Shannon here that was going through a transformation, a fat loss transformation that was, 143 pounds she's down. I mean, wow, that's remarkable. And you have Joella, who's a firefighter, a very respected person in her community, who's dedicated to serve these extreme environments. And you might meet her like, why would she need it? Because we always think it's about these other things. But yet inside of her, she was struggling with herself, right? And why do ketones work that way is pretty remarkable. Basically, ketones give you the ability. I talked about this earlier. If you missed the beginning, then you maybe not sure. But it helps optimize. If you're looking for better in your life, you want to be optimal. You need energy. You need focus. Your brain needs to work better. And so it doesn't matter if you want to lose 180 pounds or 250 pounds or 143 pounds, or if you want to be a better firefighter, if you want to be a better dad or a better mom or a better lawyer, a better Marine, a better business owner. You want to elevate your life. You want to elevate how you think, how you feel, and how you perform. Now, be patient on the time, right? Joella noticed a difference like that. It was like almost overnight. My wife, it took 6 weeks. 6 weeks before, this isn't working. This isn't working. So be patient. I just got somebody says, that's not working for me. I'm like, don't quit. It's the biggest mistake, because he'll go 5 years with saying keto doesn't work, and then realize 5 years ago that he missed 5 years because it was working. He just was rushing his results. He wanted everything overnight. He didn't identify, like Joella, maybe he didn't identify some of the positive benefit he was getting as quickly, because he was looking to drop body fat, and he was more focused on moving home, right? And so he didn't realize that part of it yet. It hadn't occurred to him. My wife, I saw her getting happier before she saw herself getting happier, if that makes sense. So, but I wanted her to discover it, because when she discovered it, she put it together. She believed more. If I would have put it together for her, she maybe would have doubted it more, because she likes to doubt everything as an attorney. So, Joella, I appreciate your story. Shannon, thank you so much. And y'all, if you've gotten a benefit from drinking ketones, down below, just put 1 or 2 benefits that you've gotten. If you're watching this and you're new, get back to whoever invited you. This is simple. We have a plan that takes you through the process to follow. We have just called drinkketosis.com. I've made a lot of updates in that, so you can walk you through how to maximize it. On Thursday night, I'll do a maximize the product. So I'll be coaching you how to use the products and tips and tricks to get better results, to accelerate some things. And so just be aware, this is a process. Ketones are vital. If you want to optimize your life, you have to optimize your ketones. You need ketones in your system. I'm telling you, there isn't another alternative. Doing the diet, and Shannon will tell you, it's strict and it's hard, and you have to be on point all the time. There's not this lot of wiggle room. People are like, I'm keto-ish. You're not getting optimal results because you're not getting high levels, therapeutic levels of ketones, which isn't changing the biochemistry of your brain and your body is the same way as the diet is if you're not doing the diet at the extreme levels. And so this process makes it easier. Yes, you can do the ketogenic diet with our product. Yes, you don't have to do the ketogenic diet with our product. You can find your own blend of what's working best for you. So get back to whoever invited you. We are a big team. We're a global team all around the world. And it's important that whoever introduced you to come check this out tonight, get back to them and say, hey, I need to get started. You might start with a trial pack. Now, don't expect your life to change the trial pack. It's a taster. You're trying to decide which flavor you like. You might start out with the 10-day drink ketone challenge. You might do the challenge over 14 to 20 days. That's fine. But be patient. It's for you to start to understand how your body's going to start to proceed and shift from ketones. If you really want to change your life, go grab a couple boxes, get on SmartShip with a couple boxes for the next 60 to 90 days. And I promise you, you won't recognize how different you feel in your life as soon as you do this. Now, if you don't know who referred you, just hit me up. I'll help you and take care of you, make sure you get to where you need to go and get you the best experience you possibly can, y'all. If you want to do more, we have a mission to change 1 million lives. If you want to be part of that mission, come join us. Come do this with us. You can get your product for free. You can even do more than that. You can be part of our community and promote this with us. We don't mind wherever you are. We want to meet you where you're at and help you support you in your journey. And that's the ultimate goal. Become the best version of yourself, y'all. So I'm super, super excited. Thanks for having me on. We did a trial run on our new platform, and it's worked, I think, pretty well. I'll get some feedback later on it all. Get back to whoever invited you. Get on this product. And then Tuesday, there's going to be 2 special lives Tuesday. One at 3 Eastern during the day for the America, for North America, and for the UK and Europe. But we're also going to be doing one on Tuesday night. So it's going to be back-to-back Tuesday. And I have some special things I'm going to be sharing on Tuesday. So stay tuned Tuesday. It's going to be really cool. Invite people. Invite them to learn. Hopefully they got more from this, y'all. So I am out of here. I didn't do questions tonight because the testimonies went longer. But on Tuesday night, I'll do a Q&A. So bye, y'all. Thank you. Hey, TikTok, really quick. If you can't text me, go over to Instagram and you can hit me a message. I'm the Keto Pro across the platform. So with the TH. Keto Pro is the other guy out in the UK. He's a good guy too. All right. I'm just shutting down. Bye, everybody. Have a good night. Happy Sunday.